Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Once again, I feel like old times, sitting on top of a big rock, on my favorite hill. No, don't understand that I went there, it's just a very pleasant feeling that I still have, from that time when I preached to the people of Palestine. The work I'm doing here now takes me back to those times, because in the same way I'm trying to make you learn a lot, and elevate yourselves. The transformation of consciousness, the elevation of consciousness, is not an easy process. The entire environment has been magically and meticulously planned to keep you ego-centered. All things, all mechanisms, lead you to the ego. I feel, I think, I speak, I do, always the me in front. The whole is never taken into consideration. First point, that you must observe yourself, in relation to how you feel, in relation to yourself. Yes, this is a difficult question to answer. How do I feel about myself? You ask yourselves. Are you satisfied with the human being you are? How do you feel about yourselves? You feel victorious, proud, good-hearted, supportive, loving, and many other positive adjectives, or do you feel exactly the opposite, too many negative adjectives? So I would like to make a proposal to each of you. Take a sheet of paper and divide it into two parts. In one part you will put all those feelings that you see in yourself positive, always starting with the phrase, I am. So it would be, as an example, I am loving, I am organized, I am complete, and so on. Note that these are affirmative sentences. So you are telling the universe that you are that. In the other part you will place the negative feelings, but you will not place the I am. You will simply write the word, envious, disorganized, impatient, anxious, and so on. This will be a very profound work and one that I am sincerely waiting for you to do, as it will be extremely important on this journey that you are taking. Now it is very important that when you make these affirmations or write down all your negative habits and feelings, that you are very honest. No one will read what you wrote. So there's no point in writing, I am kind, and in 5 minutes you look at someone on the street and criticize them. Where is your kindness? So scratch that sentence, you are not kind. Because the kind person does not attack others in any way. So who will be looking at what you will be writing? The universe. Are you being honest with yourself, honest with the universe, or are you letting your ego speak first? So before writing the affirmations, I suggest each of you say a prayer. Put yourself in a very quiet place, where you won't be interrupted. Stay in this climate for about 15 minutes. Ask your spiritual master or masters for help, to help you get to know yourself better, so that you can carry out a heart-centered self-analysis, not in the mind. Because the ego will make you put wrong statements, if you do it with the mind. Because you will be there admitting that you still have a lot to improve. So realize that the objective is not to point out your mistakes, is to point out its deficiencies. It's about pointing out the points where you need to improve. It's about pointing out the points that you will have to address. So very good. At the end of these 15 minutes of long writing, of interiorization, of letting the heart speak, then yes, let's move on to the actions. You will take another sheet of paper and write down all the statements you made. Ah, but I only made one. No problem, and no one judge the one who only put one, because the majority are like that. Don't judge the other. This is not a joke here. Then you will write down all the statements you made on a sheet of paper. When you get up every day, you will be grateful for each one of them. I am grateful for being, the statement you made. For example, I am honest and I am grateful for being honest. When going to bed, the same thing. Then you will have those affirmations being replicated and deepened, and extremely ingrained in your consciousness and in your soul on a daily basis. If you want to do it in a notebook, do it, no problem. It is important that it is written, and I don't want anything on a computer. It has to be with your written energy, because when you write something, your energy is there, and the universe is reading that energy placed in that sentence. When you write on the computer, there is no longer your energy, there is a machine, is different. So it has to be written manually. Pen or pencil, as desired, the important thing is what is written, not how you write it. So you already know what to do with affirmations. Now yes, you can do it on the computer if you want. You will say the following prayer: gratitude to my Father or Mother God for being able to lift my weak points. Thank you, my Father or Mother God, for knowing you, deep in my soul. Gratitude, my Father or Mother God, for having the opportunity to improve, to be able to treat them. Gratitude to my Father or Mother God for living this important moment in my journey. I ask for your help, Father, so that I know how to transmute and get rid of the feeling of. Then you will say a single feeling which today I still feel and execute. I am sure, Father, that with your help, every day, I will eliminate this feeling more and more from my path, from my mind and from my ego. Gratitude, Father or Mother God. Realize that here, you will be dealing, feeling by feeling. You don't have to do them all at once. It's one at a time. For how long? Until the feeling disappears. So realize this, like I said, in the morning, you will be grateful for the positive, for those feelings that you raised, that you already practice. Immediately afterwards, they will say this prayer, and they will treat a feeling, in the morning, and at night. And start observing that the universe itself will help you on this journey. It will not be a quick process. One more thing. Let's say you have a habit of gossiping. You will ask morning and night. For how long? I don't know. Until you go several days without feeling that feeling, until you understand that I'm not forbidding you to gossip. The idea here is for you to realize that gossiping is wrong, because when you talk about other people's lives, you are pointing the finger at the other person. So you will pray until you understand that it is a wrong attitude. When you realize this, when you internalize this, you can finish praying for that feeling. So it's not a prohibition here, it's the same thing. I'll give an example, a little different. Forget the prayer, it's just an example. I say here that sugar is bad and that you stop eating sugar. So, on the first day, very well, in the second, very well, in the third it starts to get a little weird, in the bedroom you are desperate to eat the sugar, and in the fifth you fall into temptation. Why? Because it's as if I had forbidden you to eat. You didn't stop eating because you believed sugar was bad. You stopped eating because I asked you to. So that's not how it works. Things have to be from within. It's not doing it because I'm asking, it's doing it because you believe it's good for you, and that it's worth improving, it's worth not having that feeling anymore. Then let's say you finished that feeling. One fine day you find yourself gossiping again. That feeling will go back to your list as being the last to be attended to, but it goes back there. You will continue treating the others in the order you indicated, but that one will have to be done again. So this will be a daily and long work, because this leaf of negative feelings will grow for a long time, it won't stop, because if you repeat the feeling again, it has to go back to the end of the line, and in a while you will do it again. There's no point, if, but I won't do it again, it doesn't matter, you'll have to repeat the same thing with him. It's good that you understand that it's not good to practice it anymore, because when it's his turn you'll do it a single day in the morning and in the evening, because you have already internalized that it is not good. Soon you will have gotten rid of it, but you will have to do it. So have leaves, and leaves, and leaves, because you will repeat the same problem for a long time, until you understand, believe, feel in your heart that you need to change. As long as the heart doesn't feel, you will continue to put feeling there because it will return. You will repeat, this is certain. Don't create ghosts or huge obstacles in relation to what I'm saying here. There's no need to have a barrage of questions, with what I'm saying here. Everything will be summarized, and you will do exactly what is written. Learn to analyze what you read and listen to. There is no more time to ask for help with everything. Everything will be written down. You don't need to keep asking. If you don't understand, ask for my help, I will help you understand. Just ask, Sananda, help me understand this point, and I will help you. Stop asking others for help. I'm creating this, so I'll answer questions. Did you understand? So start the process. Take your 15 minutes of internal contemplation, surrender, total internal analysis. Don't be in a rush, but this has to be done with a lot of love. Love for whom? For yourselves, because the objective here, I repeat, is not to point out errors, it is to point out your deficiencies. These deficiencies will be problematic for the fifth dimension. So it's a proposal. You want to get rid of them, so do what I taught. No, I don't want to do any of that, do not do. The harvest will be according to each one. Everything must be done with lots of love, without judgment. If you discover that you have a sheet full of deficiencies, don't judge yourself, don't be discouraged, just roll up your sleeves and go to fight. That's what you have to do. Don't judge yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Don't come to the conclusion that you are no good. You have deficiencies. So allow yourself to heal them. It's an invitation. It's not mandatory. It will make anyone resonate with what I said here.